In today's episode, first we'll explore the pros and cons of switching from a regular mutual fund to a direct plans, especially for an 88-year-old investor with a short-term investment horizon. Next, we'll look at a portfolio allocation for a young part-time worker just starting their investment journey. We'll also tackle the complex issue of tax implication when switching between mutual funds or changing from growth to dividend options. And lastly, we'll address a probate concern for a registered will in Mumbai, shedding light on the legal requirements for property transfer after a loved one's passing. These questions touch on key aspects of financial planning at different life stages, from young adulthood to retirement and estate planning. Hello everyone, welcome to yet another episode of Kash Queries with Krutika. Today we are addressing some of the most pressing financial concerns that many of you face in your day-to-day lives. Financial planning isn't just about numbers on spreadsheet. It is about making informed decisions that impact our lives and the lives of our loved ones. The questions we are tackling today reflect the diverse challenges we all face in our financial journeys. From a retiree considering changes to their mutual fund portfolio, to a young adult taking their first steps in investing, to someone navigating the complexities of inheritance, these queries highlight the importance of tailored financial advice at every stage of life. In this series, we aim to demystify these financial concepts and provide practical, actionable steps. The questions we receive often reflect common concerns many of you share but might be hesitant to ask. That's why we keep all queries anonymous, to keep a safe space where you can openly discuss these important financial matters. Whether you are just starting out your career, planning your retirement, or thinking about legacy, understanding the nuances of investments, taxes, and legal requirements is crucial. Today's questions touch on mutual fund strategies, risk management, tax implication of investment decisions, and the legal aspects of estate planning. These are all critical components of a comprehensive financial plan. As we go through each question, remember that while the advice given here is based on general principles, your individual situation may require personalized guidance. The goal of this series is to provide you with knowledge and insights that will empower you to make better financial decisions and to know when to seek professional advice for your specific circumstances. Let's get started. Let's begin with our first question. Mithilesh, can you please read it for us?
I have a portfolio of 20 mutual funds, all regular plans, invested over the last 10 years. Is it advisable to switch to direct plans for higher returns? Are there any online procedure or apps to convert regular to direct plans safely? Some apps are demanding too many permissions. I am 88 and my investment horizon is 1 to 3 years.
You have not mentioned which category and asset class your mutual fund belongs to. If you have invested in 20 equity funds over the last 10 years, then you have over-diversified, preventing your portfolio from generating optimum returns. Even if you invest in all three asset classes, you certainly don't require 20 mutual funds for your core portfolio. Direct plans indeed save on the expenses and give slightly higher returns, but these plans are usually meant for those who understand markets and mutual funds and have the right knowledge of selecting and monitoring the funds and know how and when to invest and exit. These plans are recommended or sold by SEBI registered investment advisors as well, who charge fees directly. Switching from regular to direct plans is considered a redemption, thus the switch will be subject to transaction charges, exit load and capital gains tax. Observing your age and time horizon, I would not recommend the switch from regular to direct plans. If you are invested, especially in equities, then this is the time to start the process of redeeming your funds, booking profits, and venturing into conservative, safe, shorter duration fixed income products. Also, in 1 to 3 years, depending on your purchase value, the difference in returns may not be very big. Usually, the difference in investment amount between these plans is seen in a long run. I would suggest you continue with your advisor or distributor for your convenience and safety. If you still wish to switch or reinvest in direct plans, you can use either the AMC's website or the CAMS or Carvey's website or an app. If your fund does not have a switch option, then you will need to select redeem option for execution. Wow, that was quite comprehensive, isn't it? Great, let's take it to the next question, Mithilesh.
I am 21 and work part-time. Out of the 7,000 I earn a month, I invest Rs 500 each in HDFC Small Cap and IDFC Flexi Cap Fund and rupees 1000 in Mirai Asset Midcap Fund. Are my fund choices right?
Your exposure towards small and mid cap is very high. It may not be prudent to start off with such high exposure to riskier market cap segments. Start a 1000 SIP in an index based large cap fund like UTI Nifty 50 Index Fund by reducing SIP from the mid cap fund and stopping SIP in the small cap fund. Also make sure you have sufficient exposure to debt through your EPF or PPF. Give your equity funds a minimum of 5 to 7 years to perform. Great. Let's hear the third question from Mithilesh.
This relates to tax treatment while switching from one fund to another, when changing the plan from regular to direct, and when switching between growth and dividend options. Unfortunately, all these instances are treated as redemptions and not just switches. They are also liable to short-term or long-term capital gain taxes. How can one avoid this tax liability?
Switching from one mutual fund to another or switching between growth and dividend options in the same fund is considered as transfer as per the provisions of the Income Tax Act and shall be liable to capital gains tax as each fund is considered a separate asset. You can plan your switches in a way that long-term capital gains from mutual fund schemes in a financial year does not exceed 1 lakh rupees. If the gains are higher, you can choose to invest a sum equal to consideration in one residential house within a period of 1 year before or 2 years after switching within the scheme under Section 54F of Income Tax Act. Great. After that tax question, let's get into estate planning. Can we hear it from you, Mithilesh?
My concern is about the probate of a duly registered will. A person having a residential flat in Mumbai made a will and bequeathed it to one of his married daughters. When the daughter approached the society for name transfer after her father passed away on share certificate and applied to become a member of the society as per the model bylaws of the society insisted on a probate of his will. Can the society insist on this instead of transferring the name immediately as the will is duly registered? The secretary of the society approached a lawyer for consultation, claiming that he did not know the law in detail, and the lawyer advised him to ask for a probate. Can you suggest a way out where the probate can be avoided in case of a will in Mumbai?
The terms of the will shall come into effect only after obtaining a probate, since it is compulsory to obtain a probate in Mumbai. Hence, it does not matter if the will is registered or not. The name transfer for your daughter can take place only after the probate of the will. As we wrap up today's episode, I hope these discussions have shed some light on some of the complex financial decisions many of you face. From optimizing mutual fund investments to understanding tax implications and navigating legal requirements, financial planning encompasses a wide range of considerations. Remember, the financial journey is different for everyone. What works for one person may not be the best approach for another. That's why it is critical to consider your unique circumstances, goals, and risk tolerance when making financial decisions. If you have a financial query you'd like addressed in a future episode, please don't hesitate to email me at this address. Your questions not only help you but also benefit others who might be facing similar challenges. Thank you for tuning in to Kash Queries with Krutika. Keep those financial questions coming, and remember, knowledge is the first step towards financial empowerment. Until next time, this is Krutika wishing you financial success and peace of mind.